Today is October the 28th, 2020. This is the Service Hero Show. 365 days of awesome. Celebrate success through service. My name is Tamara Hunter, and I am your host. This is the show that shares inspiring stories of those that are inspiring others. So let's do this. Oh boy, am I excited today. I am so excited today.
Hello.
We have an exciting show for you. Not that any of Service Hero Show is usually always exciting and truly inspiring. However, today we've got something really, really special. And I would say, my co-host today, who is a service hero and has been recognized before, RaeAnn Gardner. And also, she's much more than that. She's a dear friend. She's a volunteer. She's a buddy. She is someone that many know because she's also pretty magical, we call her. And, you have been busy, my dear, recently, and I want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm excited.
Well, I am too. And in fact, we have Helene that is with us today, and one of our buddies. And oh boy, Helene, we have something special for you. And thank you for welcoming me and RaeAnn today. So RaeAnn, let's catch up and then let's go into it. We've got some exciting stuff coming up, don't we?
Yes, we do. Some fun, exciting stuff.
Yes.
I have just been having a blast. So
you've been busy, absolutely busy, and you actually were being stealth about your busyness too. Guys, she surprised me. Can I just say?
I was asked to keep it a secret. It was not easy, especially when you're super excited about something. And so when you found out and you sent me the message, I just busted out. I was like, yes, she knows.
And talk about busting out. I seriously just, I didn't know to cry, to laugh, to dance, to there was just an emotion all the way around.
Yes.
When this was presented to me. And guys, I'm sure you're wondering what it is. And Carol Batterzins, I'm so excited you're here with us. And, I want to take a moment and say, everyone, get out your phones. Make sure, because what we're going to be talking about today has everything to do with the E360 TV app that is on our phones, it's on our web TVs, it's on our computers, it's on our Rokus, our Apple TV, our Amazon Fire TV, Android. I mean, we're streaming to Nigeria on the HOD radio and TV platform. I want to welcome them here, and so many, and thank you for letting us know about the sound. Appreciate that. Christopher, so glad you're with us today. This is going to be exciting, guys. So exciting. And yes, we are into visiting with each other. So I'm going to give a bit of a clue right here.
Ooh.
I love this image. You sent it over to me.
Uh-huh.
And what does this image represent to you, RaeAnn?
What this represents to me is a newfound friendship, a newfound energy, and it, just like the picture, it's very colorful, joyful, and musical. Mm-hmm. And it just represents a new creative space that has, I would say, been gifted to me, because that's how I see it. I see it as a gift and an honor. And how it all came about. You just don't know what life is going to bring to you and what's waiting for you. And in just letting go of negativity and things that are holding you down, or the situations or journey that you're in, if you can let go, Tamara, the things that come in, the things that fill your energy space, because they've just been waiting for the room to do so. So that's what that represents to me. It's this very creative space. It's exciting. It's something I never saw myself doing, and now I am.
You are, and thank you, Carol. Yes, we want people to go to the App Store and download the E360 TV app, because I announcement to the world, we have some major big stuff that we are going to be sending out via press releases, via this show, via other shows, via podcast, radio shows, our own digital magazine. There is so much coming. And just even this morning, you talk about things breaking loose, things opening up. It is absolutely mind-blowing when you really do put these things into practice. And I had a conversation last evening with someone that it was really good, in that it made me really think. You need to sometimes get to that core place, like, okay, where am I? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? And you may always think you're knowing and there. However, something may be said that, whoa.
Yeah.
And then the light bulb goes on. And then everything just kind of breaks loose and opens up. And that's what's been happening. RaeAnn may have my purple pen. And I'm thinking, is it because of the color of her hair, my dear Helene? And without talking too much in code now, guys, I want to be kind of taking people through an evolution of what we're up to. You and I met, it's been over a year ago now. We met in Chicago. One day that was just kind of a whirlwind day when we were getting ready for the next Impactor. And you felt inspired to fly to Chicago. Let's kind of start there. And that's going to tell the evolution of how we got to where we are today and what is so exciting about this next month. So you felt inspired to go to Chicago.
Yeah, I felt a huge pull, like I needed to be there, and a friend gave me a ticket to the next Impactor for my birthday, Miss Elaine. And when she reached out, at the time, I was recovering from being in the hospital. I was very sick. I almost lost my life. And so I was in recovery, and I'm like, there is zero way I can do this. The first thought. And then it just kept, gnawing at me and in my head going, you need to be there. And at the time, medically, I had a PICC line. I had to do infusions every 8 hours. And I'm like, how do you fly to Chicago with medical supplies? And how do you make this happen? And then that's where the magic starts. Because once the decision was like, you need to be there, and I knew it, all the doors started to open up. All the doors. And, the airline ticket, I think, cost me $15 because I had points or whatever it was. And it was just a magical time. I knew I had to be there. And what happened on that trip was nothing short of just miracles and tender mercies and magic. Because the people like you, who I've, been seeing on social media, to meet in person and to have those conversations and realize the world is much smaller than we think it is, because we had connections that we didn't even know, right? We have Grandma Sparky in common, and you're like, you're that RaeAnn? And I'm like,
yeah,
yep, that's me.
exactly. And so then we end up having this amazing experience, and then you end up coming in and joining us within the nonprofit, the Buddies, and our Buddies network, and the healing through connections within that Buddies network. And what prompted you to get involved with a nonprofit that supports those people that are affected by cancer, both the patient and then those people that love and support them? What was your catalyst for that?
First of all, it was meeting you and hearing your passion. I mean, you are all, when you talk about it, it oozes from you, the energy builds. You just send out a wave that makes you want to do something about it. The other part of it was I had a cancer scare myself and have been through that side of it. Not as deeply as other people. I never went through chemo, but I did have surgeries and stuff. And then I also experienced cancer so much in my life, but it started with my best friend, who passed away at the age of 19. There she is. Oh, her name is Sarah Jean and Trombley, and she was my best friend. I met her when I was 4. She was 2, and we connected, and we had the best friendship. And it's kind of like the opposites attract. She loved being anywhere that was up in the sky, and I really like being on the ground.
It's that yin and yang going on there.
Yes, big, hugely. And she was just the biggest joy in my life. And she had moved away, and that was devastating at the age of 9. That was devastating. But we kept in contact, no internet, nothing like that, letters, and going to visit every summer. And unfortunately, she lost her life at 19, and that was a huge impact on me. And then I've walked the cancer journey with many people from start to finish. And so I had a lot of that. And that's where a lot of that came from. I just felt I needed to do something.
And so you joined our organization as a volunteer, and I'm going to share a little clip right now that kind of explains what it is that the Buddies are all about, and so that we can continue this story, because we have a big reveal today. We have a big one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go with this little clip, a little segment that was created by one of our board members that is going to be very involved with some of the big reveal here soon. So, yes, we're leading you guys somewhere. So here we go.
Life is so fragile, and we're constantly reminded just how fragile life can be, especially when we or a loved one is told we have cancer. Cancer survivor myself, I can tell you, we still feel very alone in this journey.
There's a study that's been shown that patients who are socially isolated have a worse prognosis, have a worse outcome than patients who are socially interconnected.
Buddies for Life is a non-profit cancer support group for those whose life has been impacted by cancer. We'll match you with the perfect buddy. Humor, hope, heart, and hugs.
Humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love.
We're offering you a free membership, so please sign up today. Share this with your friends and family, and support this community in every way you can. No one should face cancer alone.
I am a Team O Buddy for life.
We are a Buddies Network. No one does cancer alone.
Be a buddy.
And we are all here for you as a community of love.
We are chemo buddies for life.
And if you've heard 3 words, you have cancer, for yourself or someone else, you belong with us at Chemo Buddies for Life.
Healing through connections.
It still gets me sometimes.
Oh, God. Like, is
and
the
watching it
Kleenex box nearby?
I know. Hey,
Get me every time.
I have a roll of tissue that, you know, and in today's world, this has a whole different meaning, right?
That's a hot commodity right there. Yeah. Oh.
So, and you know, and watching it with you in the green room as we go down, you know, we're watching it. There was a whole different feeling that I was getting in regards to what we are creating, what we are taking out to the world, and actually seeing results, seeing people that are having, if you will, those miracle moments, those. And what that's my doctor that's speaking in that clip, everyone. That's my doctor, because I am a cancer survivor, and that was a chapter in my life. I have healed through the connection of a buddy, and that is what we now are modeling and taking out to the world. And when you joined us, you got involved right before the 2nd annual event that we went into massive action to create the Giveathon last year that was on Giving Tuesday. What did that feel like for you to get involved, and then just kind of like, whoa, I am like, at first I know you were kind of like, oh well, I'll tip my toe in, and then all of a sudden I'm watching you, and then it's like, oh, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, you know, at the time I was still healing, so I was very hesitant to jump head first. What actually happened for me was I started to change. I started to remember things about myself by helping Chemo Buddies for Life. And I found my love of writing again. I picked up a paintbrush after 25 years. 25 years. I never picked up a paintbrush because that was something Sarah and I did. And I didn't even realize I stopped doing these things. I didn't realize I stopped painting. I stopped, writing so deeply after she was gone. And it was like through the Chemo Buddies and through the interactions with people and through the connections that were being made, I found parts of me that had been hidden, that had been put away, that had been buried. And all of a sudden I felt like, what's happening, coming to life. And it was just an amazing experience. And so it was so exciting to go into that 36 hours. It was a lot. It was work, but it wasn't work that hurt. It wasn't, right. It was for a purpose. And even though everything that we were going through and stuff, it just didn't matter. It mattered to get it done and to have fun while doing it.
We did. So,
yeah.
We ended up having a lot of fun. There was a lot of craziness and fun and creating memories, because that's a big piece of what you're all about, right?
Absolutely.
And let's go into that a bit.
Yeah, my thing is keep making memories. And for me, it's because I lost people at a young age, and they're not here anymore. And what I hold on to is the memories. Then as you grow up, you get stuck into the routine of adulthood, work, family, and all that. And you forget in those every day, there are moments you can take and actually create memories out of them. you know, those times where you're suddenly laughing so hard you feel your abs, you know, and your cheeks hurt, you're smiling. There's always something. And it's not saying that you have a perfect day every day, because you don't. Oh, yes. It's not saying that you have a perfect day, but there's always something, no matter what journey you are in right now, even if it's maybe not the best place, there's always something to hold on to and make a memory of, because that is the legacy you leave behind.
Absolutely. Isn't that the truth? It really is. And that is the legacy you leave behind. That's something I want people to really, you know, let's soak that in, you know, because there are so many of us that have been affected by cancer. And I just filmed yesterday with Caroline Opende, the NGO Whisperer CEO and founder of all of the NGO Whisperer family, you know, companies. And she works with nonprofits all over the world. And she filmed for what we're going to be talking about, the big event that we have going on, and talked and really started quoting about the fact that right now, we all know we're in an epidemic. However, most people think we're in an epidemic because of COVID. However, in truth, so many may not realize that the epidemic that we need to really be concerned about is cancer. Cancer is one that it is absolutely on the rise. And it is being found now, that especially in the poorer countries, 30% of all of those people that are about to hear those 3 words, you have cancer, can actually avoid hearing those 3 words if education, only through education, through getting the message out there, through helping them to understand what they can do to simple things like testing, you know, and clean water and mindset, and many of the things that we have been, that's a part of what our program is all about. And to think that right there, you know, people ask, what is it that you're doing? And I'm thinking, what we are doing is we are creating a vehicle that we will be able to then go out there and we can actually make a difference for the people that are involved right now. And we can educate those that are out there, and so that they never have to go through the heartache. That's pretty big, isn't it?
It's huge. It's global. Cancer's everywhere. There's not a person that's not affected by it or knows somebody or knows, you know, nobody is untouched, right? So COVID, it's caused isolation, and cancer causes isolation way before COVID did, you know? And so it's funny to me how all the other diseases or sicknesses have gone away. Like there's like, you know, they're no big deal, because COVID is the only thing. And to me, it what this has caused for me is a deeper understanding of you have a choice on how you use your time during isolation. And you can, and I think that's part of education too. You can live in fear. You could be fearful. You could stay in that space, or you can open up and create a space where things can come in, like creativity or connections with people. Because you know what? We have the technology to do that. And that's why this is so important. Chemo Buddies for Life connects people. It connects. I mean, if you think about the people that have come in, the people from all over the world, right? It amazes me.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're taking everybody through a bit of a journey, and we are going to now share as we prepared for last year's event, we created a music video that was the opening act. And Skip Thomas, again, thank you, our board member. And we're going to make a big announcement about that here soon, too. And he, along with many others, including yourself, got involved and created our opening act for last year's Giveathon. So let's share that, and then we're gonna have a big reveal.
Oh, good.
We know that there will be a time that no one has to ever hear you have cancer and then feel afraid, isolated, and alone.
When I was going through chemo, I felt as if nobody understood what I was going through.
We all need a buddy, and people that have cancer need a buddy more than ever.
We're kicking cancer to the curb, and we're doing it through Chemo Buddies for life.
Hold me like the river Jordan, and I will then say to thee, you are my friend. Carry me like you are mine. Love me like a mother. Will you be there?
Thank you for being here with us and supporting Chemo Buddies for Life. This 36 hours is going to be entertaining. I love everybody participating. Thank you for supporting, and enjoy the entertainment and the heart that went into preparing this event.
So I want to encourage you guys to please either be a buddy or even donate, because every time you donate, it's somebody else getting support through this entire thing.
Hear me, tell me will you hold me? When wrong will you scold me? When lost will you find me?
But they told me I'm meant to be faithful and walk when I'm able and fight till the end, but I'm only human.
I have lost an aunt, I've lost uncles, I've lost my grandparents, and I lost my wife to cancer. And I know how difficult it is to be in a situation to hear those words, you have cancer.
So if you know anyone who's going through this, if you know that they're going through a hard time and you can't be there for them every single second of the day, Chemo Buddies for Life is there for you.
Everyone's taking control of me. Since that the world's got a role for me. I'm so confused when you show to me. You'll be there for me. Here enough to bend me.
I just want to cry because most of us think that we're alone. And, that was a huge breakthrough and just insight of, you know what? A lot of people know what it's like.
And it's fantastic the two of you have been able to formulate this pair, and I'm hoping that others will kind of take your lead and see the benefit of pairing up.
I am so impressed how this lady took something, cancer of all things, and she turned it into a positive. She found a chemo buddy. During her experience, she was able to find support that way, and now she's passionate about bringing that to others. So please, I know that you know somebody that's struggling with cancer. They shouldn't have to feel like they're going through it alone.
One thing that I think is so great about Chemo Buddies is the community. And through that community, you truly get a lot of support.
It gives hope and healing and a place for people that are going through chemo and cancer to have a support system, and I'm so thankful for it.
Chemo Buddies for Life has brought such opportunities for me to remember my best friend and all the people I've walked the journey with.
Encouraging support, Tamara Hunter, Chemo Buddies for Life.
And so I'm doing my part to pay it forward and be a part here and help them raise funds. So donate now and help us to be able to achieve a great thing, and that is make a difference in somebody's life.
Chemo Buddies for Life means to me unity, strength in numbers, a family to support, grow, love, and be there. So will you be there?
Memories, huh?
Oh, it still gets me too. I go through so many emotions.
Watching it just, in my mind, I see everybody and I think, oh wow, they're you know, I remember this meeting, that, this and that, and then you hear the stories, like you sharing your story, Stephen sharing his story. You see Brett, you see, you know, so many of Jason Cisneros. I like the way he's there. Like, okay,
you know, the Bald Avenger.
Don't mess with us.
Watch it, and then don't mess with us.
That's right, exactly, and that was a really big, huge thing too. When Jason Cisneros and some of the others came out to support this nonprofit, because they're very big in selecting, and they're very, very, very cautious, and they do the due diligence. And for him to go on camera and to film with us like that right there is a huge stamp of approval to what it is that we're doing, isn't it?
Yes, a big one. Yes, I agree.
So, okay, so now we get through it, and we then start having some magical moments within our community. And this last year, we started to really build the community through what we call a chat. Some called it a chitty chat, but a chat. And you and one of your co-chat, well, you guys became a magical duo, didn't you?
We did. That was a lot of fun. And very meaningful. Yeah.
In fact, you know, I had to, because you guys inspired me so much, I'm going to grab it here. I had to order this.
Yes.
So that I could get involved in it, because you guys started having Magic Mondays that were truly like magical, right?
Yes. Yes. I look back and I'm like, yeah, we were wearing crowns, tiaras, wands, there's magic pixie dust, there's jewels on my face, there's wings on my back, you know.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And thank you, Carol, for sharing cb4l.org. We are in the process of building this up, guys, and that is part of what this is all about. We're going to be talking about the cb4l.org, and thank you for sharing that. And yes, Christopher, you were in Cambodia, and there was a magical moment, if you talk about magic and the way that the world works, that Christopher was live, and Carol was live in Canada. I was in Southern California, and Stephen was in Florida, and Christopher and Stephen were outside. That was pretty incredible, wasn't it?
Yes, yes. See, that's just, it's magic. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just amazing.
We did not plan for this. However, as we were filming and they were outside, and we were live, we had the sun going down in one area of the world and the sun coming up in the other, and we were able to capture that in this live event that we had going on last year. So then now we have within that community, within our closed group, which we tell everybody it's a safe place, right? And
yes,
in that area, we have been teaching and brought in absolute experts in so many different areas so that our buddies can heal through the connection with themselves, with buddies, and within the community. What do you think about all of that?
You know, it's a place where they can go, right? And especially now, it's very important. But there's so many different aspects that you're getting within the chat on different days. You're getting laughter, you're getting the humor, you're getting nature, you're getting magic, you're getting educated, entertained. There's so much that's happening, and it really comes down to the connections that are being made, and that people feel connected or feel safe You know, there was a period of time for me that I was in a really dark place, and I showed up anyways, and that was a place that I was able to share what was going on and feel totally safe and supported, and helped to get out of that probably way sooner than I ever would have on my own. So it's just, you get everything. It's just a really great thing that has been created, that has grown and morphed and changed, and people who refused to go live before, who were so fearful of a camera or talking, are now running shows, which, you know, Carol's one of them. Erin was another one. Oh my gosh, the prawn chips. That, Christopher, it's my favorite thing in the world. It saved my life. I laughed so hard. That was he did that during one of my dark times, and I remember tears just because I was laughing so hard, and I kept replaying it.
And that's part of it too, is that those are in there. You can't find them anywhere else. It's only in that safe place, and that's where they will remain. They will never, ever, ever be public. The only thing that has been allowed is either one of two things, and that is some screenshots that have been completely, washed through, and so that nobody activity or names or anything is released. And we did a couple of filmings that were intentionally for the public, and we did not include any of the buddies in the closed group during those times. Other than that, nothing else was released, and nor will it ever be, because that is the commitment that we have to this community, and I absolutely love it. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun in our community, and you created a little clip, a little promo for what we are about to share here soon. I want to share that, and then we're going to go to the big reveal.
Okay.
Right after that. So this you created. Let's talk about what is it that we are getting ready for our third annual Giving Tuesday event to benefit. And the reason we say cb4l.org a lot is because we're going through a name change, guys. That happens sometimes with nonprofits. We realized that we needed to include and be a little bit more specific in the right way. And that is, at some point in time, I really can't go into what the name is becoming, because until it's legal, we have to be careful. However, legally right now, it is still Chemo Buddies for Life. Let's just say we're expanding that. Wink, wink.
Love it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because we want to be that inclusiveness, and that we are healing through this connection. So we are going on a tour of love, right?
Yes. I'm sorry. That just happened so naturally, and I just look back at it and go, wow.
Right. Because it evolved in the group. We announced, because of the group, we announced that 2020 was the year of love.
Yes.
And then when everything started happening, it was like, okay, we're calling it the decade of love. We need a decade.
We need it. Yeah.
And then we started playing, and Barbara Beckley and Brooke Kern and others in there just started like swirling around with all of this, and the tour of love was created.
Yeah. It was born. It was born in there, and that is just, it's so exciting. Everything about it is fun to me. Like, I get this, like, giddiness about it. And to be a part of it is just really an honor. It's really an honor. And people who are looking for a place to put their time into, and if they've been touched by cancer, or even if not themselves, someone that they love, this is the place to come, to volunteer, to give your time, and you're going to feel so, what's the word? Like, you're doing something bigger than yourself.
Right. Absolutely. I go there every day.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, let's share this because this is fun. And then here we go, guys. Okay, so you're one video away from the big reveal. All right, let's. This one's fun. Wink, wink. Let's go.
Hi, I'm RaeAnn Gardner, and this year I'm joining the Tour of Love.
I love that. That was just so adorable.
I know. It just came out.
So yeah, okay. And so you know, the idea here, the E360, and now because last year we really wanted to get. We were working so hard and we thought, okay, let's get this out there through the web TV. And we were real close, but didn't happen. And then it kind of fell into our laps. Yeah. That is right there. In my mind, the way I experienced it, it was just another confirmation of what we are doing is needed throughout the world. So guys, really hear this. We will be streaming live starting on Cyber Monday, which is November the 30th, this year after Thanksgiving here in the United States. Mm-hmm. So you have Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, yes. I think there's something for Sunday, and yes. Then you have Cyber Monday. Now at noon Pacific time, because that's where it will be generating this, coming from Pacific. So at noon, we are starting, and then for 36 hours, we will be live until midnight. We were going to close down Giving Tuesday, and we put it in the sand of Vegas 3 years ago that we would become the next Jerry Lewis Telethon. Mm-hmm. This year, we are making that happen. We are the next Jerry Lewis Telethon. And we moved it to the appropriate day, which is the biggest philanthropic day throughout the year to be live. So we are putting on 36 individual hours back to back to back on the live platform through Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV, on and on and on TV. You guys got the message? Wink, wink. And we've got an Emmy award winning director. That is a director. And we have his team. We've got people from 20 years of network TV, top Broadway shows, on and on and on. This amazing team is going to help push this content out there in the appropriate way. And this year, we're actually putting on 36 hours of shows. Isn't that incredible?
I was just thinking, you know, as you're playing the promo, how far 1 year, a difference it makes graphically, video-wise, everything. Oh, hi, Sherry. I want to say hi. Just how far, you know, you come. You're probably you can look back and go, wow.
I know.
Look at the difference. And wow, that was a lot easier this year than, it was. And that's proof of the people that come in, right? The proof of the people that see what you're doing and what's being created and want to push out their talent into it, which is, you see the difference. It's amazing.
It really is. And with the people that even this morning, and the people that I've been talking to for a while, and that we are starting to get the assets and the permission to start using their names and who they are and everything. Let's just say we are preparing a very big show. We are preparing a true telethon that is the modern day now being called a Giveathon. And Lauren Harris, thank you for updating that even name for us. And so we've got a lot of collaboration that has taken place in behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. This is pretty incredible. Now, the big reveal. You ready? So you and Ray Coates got together, and let's share this, and then let's close out talking about the inspiration.
I would love to. Yeah.
And everyone. Now, guys, to let you know, this is still somewhat of a rough draft. It's not that we have any of the video attached to it correctly or anything like this. This is the big reveal, if you will. I put in there because we are premiering this internationally right now, because this is going to be played in different ways throughout the 36 hours. This is the anthem of our event. So Ray is going to kick it off and tell us a little bit about it, and then we're going to get to hear it. Here you go.
Hi there, my name is Ray Coates, and just in case you hadn't picked up on my accent, I'm based in the UK. I have, though, connected with people all over the world in my creativity. And one such example of that is with my good creative friend, RaeAnn Gardner. Together, we've written lyrics to a song called Walk of Love. I've added powerful music to that song to create an anthem that helps us to celebrate life and reminds us of what really matters. But it's also more than that. It's to shine a light on and support an absolutely phenomenal event, the Tour of Love, on November the 30th. So join us, join the many others who will be supporting this incredible event, Tour of Love, November the 30th. Enjoy the song.
Uh-oh. Where's the song? Uh-oh. Okay, so guys, this is live. Yeah. So let me cue up the song. I thought that we had the song loaded. I was having problems with it. And okay, guys, just a moment. We're going to be playing the song, and I'm going to, this is what it's all about. So let me just get this here. Crazy fun. RaeAnn, why don't we, while I'm queuing this up right now, why don't you share? Okay, this is the song, and let me do this. Let me get it to the song area. Okay. And I'm going to move this over here. Make sure we can hear it.
I can hear it.
Okay. Just a second, guys. Fun. You're seeing the real stuff when it comes to live TV. And guys, this is where the rubber meets the road.
Yes.
We are absolutely sharing something really new and big and everything. And I just want to get the sound going here. And I have a screen share situation. So you guys are going to actually get to see it. Here we go. I'm going to get, let me see. I have to remove it. I have to stop screen, start again so we can have the sound. All right, guys. Here we go. Okay. And I'm going to move us down from the line and get this going.
I want you to be with me, and we'll find hope and smile and hope as we walk in love again. Hear me, I want you to be with me. We will find hope, we'll smile and hope as we walk in love. See me, I want to see us smiling, and we'll share moments, we'll laugh until we cry as we walk in love. Pick it up. Feel me, let's sing in harmony. Lift the roof off the sky as we celebrate this life and we walk in love. Louder. Touch me, embrace all of me. Let's dance and sing to celebrate our journey as we walk in love. Here we go. Celebrate this thing called life. Tour of love together. Let me hear you sing. Let me see you dance. You just get one life. Together, let's celebrate. Tour of love. Bring down to healing time together. Let's heal together. Heal with me. Listen. Heal me. I want you to set yourself free. We will find hope. We will rise and come. And together, together we'll walk in love. I want you to hear me. See me. Come on and see me. Feel me. Oh yes, feel me. Touch me. Touch me and heal me. I wanna hear you sing now. I wanna see you dance now. Oh yes, feel me. Together we walk in love.
Wow.
Oh.
How did that feel?
It feels absolutely amazing. I was thinking about, I go through so many emotions when I hear the song. When I think back to how it was created, which was a back and forth, kind of like a dance between Ray and I. And when you hear the finished product, because there's still a vision for it, right, to finish it, it truly is an anthem that you can feel in your body. So every time I think about it playing really loud, and you go through the emotions of such joy, but then there's also the touching parts where you remember, and so it leads you through all this emotion. And to hear the words that were created, put to an anthem, like the vision that we had in our minds, and to see it to come to fruition and to surprise you. I mean, really, it was tough. It was almost like I can't talk to her. I can't. I was like, I need to seclude myself because it's tough to work on something so big and special and almost like a gift, because I feel like I had the opportunity to gift words that can forever touch lives. It can live forever. It's really hard to explain. It's just such a really joyful place to be. And it led me through my journey. And it's an anthem for me. And so I was so excited that he allowed me the opportunity to work with him.
I get teary when I think about this. And Christopher, you'll more quickly find an earthly thing kept from the earth than you will find a person cut off from the human being. And, absolutely. And we are making a difference one buddy at a time. And we are determined to go out there to the world. And we're doing it together. And this anthem is absolutely gorgeous. And when I heard it the very first time, you guys are seeing what I've been experiencing. And so, I could not wait to get this out here and share, because we have such an amazing event that we are preparing for everyone. And we are doing it. And so that we then will be able, people ask, why do you need to do this? Well, the answer is simple. It's called life. My God.
Right.
We know we can change the world. We can change the world with what we are doing. And if you want specifics, we're more than happy to share with you. However, the bottom line is love can heal. And that's why the tour of love, and to raise the frequency.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you for joining me today, RaeAnn. And
you're welcome.
And thank you, Ray Coates, who wanted to be here with us, guys. I know he's here in spirit, and he showed up for a while. He's spending some time with some very, very important people in his life right now. And so, I'm like, you go do that. We'll take care of this. And we absolutely adore you, Ray. There's reasons why all of us are involved in this. And you guys, we're all here this on the tour of love. So get your phones out, please, right now. Get them out. Get your calendars out. Put on November 30th, the tour of love. Wherever you are, you can work out the time later even. Get your phones out right now. November 30th and December the 1st, tour of love. We are going to be putting on a show you do not want to miss. We are going to be making history happen. And we are the next Jerry Lewis Telethon.
Yes, we are.
There you go. I love it. So as we close right now, RaeAnn Gardner, I love you. Thank you for being here with me to premiere this amazing anthem that we are going to be taking out there and will be out there for years to come, changing the way that our world heals through connection. I love you. Okay,
I love you too.
Be back on Friday. You're welcome. See you on Friday. Bye.
Bye.